Hey everybody, this is Lauren Floyd coming at you with round 2 of my information on knowing your product and being the Scentsy product expert for your customers. And this is a really good time for me to be doing this actually because I just got back a little while ago from Oklahoma City's World Tour. So I'm super pumped after a day of training and new ideas and getting my hands on some new products. So this is a really good segue into knowing our product. So basically what I'm going to do is just highlight some of my favorite resources that I go to on a regular basis that just help me keep up with our products and keeping up with the details and the information about them. And the most important thing about knowing products and being that expert is you have to know what resources are available to you. And one of the big ones, kind of goes without saying, is the resources tab in our workstation. And so you just log into your workstation, you come to this tab here and click it, and some stuff will pop up for you. And there is a ton of information in here. And so what I want to do is narrow down some of my favorites and what has been most helpful for me, and I really think will be helpful for you too. Two things, if you're trying to learn information about a product, two things to search for are frequently asked questions, or just the FAQs, and the product information sheets. So let's just type in FAQ for now. Oops, if I could spell, that'd be great. All right. Okay, look at all this excellent information on product FAQs. I'm going to come over here to, you can't see it right now, I'm going to come here to the Scentsy diffuser. This is one that I see questions on a lot, is how our diffusers work and just details about them. And this is an excellent resource to be able to find information for the diffuser. And as you could see before, there are a ton of PDFs that highlight various Scentsy products. So just go to the FAQ and just scroll down and look at all the different options and click on the things that you need more information on. So just keep in mind, if you're trying to find anything specific, first search FAQ and see if it pops up under whatever category you're looking for, because that is going to be some really good comprehensive information. Kind of along the same lines, we have product information sheets. So I'm going to just type in product information sheet. And kind of the same thing, you have a lot of different options of our products that have specific information sheets. So I'm just going to click on this Scentsy Skin, and you'll see bullet points with some information about our luxurious skin line. And so just for an example, if you have a customer asking about our skin products, this would be a really good thing to pull up and read and be able to relay that information to them. Okay, and the next thing that I want to talk to you about is just in general, when you're working through our resources tab, when you're doing just searches for products, what I have felt or seen is most helpful when I am looking for something specific is when I'm typing in search terms, I have learned that less is more. So if you're trying to find something specific, don't try to get too detailed about your search, because as awesome as our resources tab is, it's not Google. It's not going to read your mind with predictive information, which is quite frankly perfectly fine, because sometimes Google freaks me out. I'm just like, how did you know that's even what I meant? But anyway, with our resources tab, when you're trying to find information, just type in one word and see what comes up. I'll just do an example using our product information sheet. I'm just going to type in product, and we see product FAQs and product list, product information sheet over here. Oh, and I accidentally clicked on it. If I type in product sheet, nothing comes up. So that is an example of just kind of keep your search really simple and just kind of see what results it generates and kind of go from there. Because if you put in multiple words and they are not in the right sequence, the system doesn't really like that, and it can get kind of frustrating trying to figure out what you want. So that has been the most helpful thing, that if I'm looking for something specific, I just try to start with the most simple search possible and go from there. And the last thing that I want to talk about kind of in our resources tab is as you transition from season to season, I recommend saving either a digital image, like a PDF, or just a hard copy of information that we get, like catalogs. I'm going to use our fall winter catalog as an example, saving this as a PDF to your computer to keep an archive. As we progress as Scentsy consultants, it's really good to have an archive that we can look back on if we ever get questions of, you know, about 3 years ago there was this scent that I really liked, and it's just a way to be able to reference back what we've offered in the past that we might not offer anymore, and it's just a really good history to have. So I recommend that as we transition seasons, just make sure you're keeping just a brief archive of what we've offered before so that you can look at that later on down the line if necessary. Okay, and kind of going on from our workstation, I'm just going to go into our website. Another resource that I really like that has really helped me be a scent expert for my customers is the Fragrance Finder, and it's just under Shop. Come to Fragrance Finder, find a fragrance. And you notice it says Fragrance Family, and then it gives all kinds of different options. We have citrus, we have floral, you go down, and you've got spicy and woody. And these are just the different families of scents that we offer. So let's just say, for example, somebody says, you know, I love vanilla. What are some options that are for vanilla? Well, you can go in here, and vanilla is in this Scentsy family here. You can go there, and then you can, you can narrow down to butter and caramel, chocolate, sugar, vanilla, all kinds of different options. And it's a way for you to be able to be the nose for your customer if you don't necessarily have a fragrance available to you at that moment. Now, in general, we have a ton of really good graphics available to us. These are graphics that Scentsy might provide. They might be something that other consultants make and then provide to us. And these are available in the Team Firefly photo albums, things like this. And one thing that I want to really recommend when you use graphics is to try to use these graphical representations as a supplement to what you are telling your customer. So going back to the vanilla example, if you have a customer that says, you know, I really like vanilla scents, instead of just sending a graphic and saying, oh, here's some suggestions, this is what I recommend doing that really makes you be the expert for your customer and let them know that you are who they need to go to for specific recommendations, is come up with 1 or 2 specific recommendations. Say, I think you would really like the Simply Vanilla because of, and just give your own reasons as to why you think they would like it based on what they've told you, your own experiences with it, you know, just whatever you feel passionate about in selling it. And maybe come up with 1 more, let's just say the Sweet Pea and Vanilla. It's got a nice vanilla scent, but it's also got a little bit of floral behind it that breaks down some of that sweetness. I think that's something that you would like. And then with that say, and here are some other ones to go along with it if you would like to look at some other options. And what that does is instead of just giving them a whole bunch of information, you are basically telling them that I'm listening to what you want, and based on my expertise and my experience, this is what I think you will like. And when you're able to do that for your customer, when you know the products that well, they're going to trust you and they're going to continue to come back to you for recommendations and reordering. So use those graphics to supplement what you are telling them. And going back to our workstation, speaking of graphics, there's one last thing that I want to show you, and that is our marketing kits. I'm going to just type in marketing kit here. Every single month we have a marketing kit available to us for that month, and it has excellent graphics that we can use to supplement what we are telling our customers. And it takes just a second to download. It's a zip file. I always just go ahead and save the whole folder to my computer so that I have it there ready to go to pull into Facebook or just wherever that I'm wanting to show some graphics. But I'll give an example. Let's just do discontinued oils. There's a social media banner. This can be used for your cover photo. And let me pull it down for you. So this is just another opportunity to use our resources and use these graphics to supplement the incredible information that we're able to provide to our customers with the other resources that I've showed you. And the last thing that I want to say is when your customers ask questions, don't be afraid to ask them questions to clarify exactly what they need. For example, I've only been a consultant since June, and so if a customer has a warmer they've had for 5 years, I'm not going to have a lot of information about that on hand. And so let's say they have a warmer and they need a bulb for it, and I have no clue, you know, where I can go to find that information. I wouldn't be afraid to say, hey, if you wouldn't mind sending me a picture of the bottom of your warmer, I can get all that information for you, because as an example, the bottom of our warmers has all of our warmer information. And so that's just something that I would do to try to get more information so that I can do my job as a consultant to research. So part of being an expert of a product is not necessarily having all the information right there on the spot. It's knowing what questions to ask to get the information in an effective manner so that you can go back to them with quality information. So that is basically what I have. If you have any questions at all, just feel free to comment, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks.